Chapter 5. The Ominous Stillness. On Toria, natural light bathed the group. They were on a rocky plain, dominated by a jagged mountain range on the horizon. But Halira did not look at the landscape. She stood petrified on the first step. A few meters from the entrance, several Torian warriors lay motionless, staring blankly into nothingness. And beside them lay the lifeless body of the Guardian, his hand still clenched in a final defensive guard. Halira clutched her hand to her mouth, her body shaking. He laid down his life so I could escape. Gravek will pay for this. She leaned down, gently closing his eyes. She remained in silence for a few seconds, and then, with suppressed fury, she stood back up. First, we will defeat Gravek. After that, we will lay our dead to rest. Piccolo nodded gravely, respecting her words. Halira pointed east. My city is nearby. We'll follow the river to the coast. Piccolo scanned the horizon. No flying. If Gravek senses our key, we lose the element of surprise. Trunks nodded, pulled out a capsule, and threw it. With a sharp pop, a Capsule Corp hovercar appeared in the middle of the dust. It'll be slower, but they won't sense us. Halira took her seat in silence, tension reflected in her eyes. We're close. Too close, she murmured, as the vehicle lifted gently and glided over the landscape. The ruins of the city stretched along the riverbanks. What was once a vibrant port was now a smoldering hellscape. Great plumes of black smoke rose toward the gray sky, while the ruins of buildings still burned amidst the rubble. The great central bridge, once the city's pride, barely remained standing. Its cracked arches held the weight of the devastation, and the river water reflected the flames from the shore like a mirror of the disaster. As they drew closer, the hovercar descended. In the main square, the ceremonial fountain was split apart, surrounded by charred beams and metallic dust. No, it can't be, Halira whispered. My city? What has Gravek done to leave it like this? Goten stepped out of the vehicle and walked through the charred rubble, kicking aside a burnt toy. Geez, looks like a ghost town. Piccolo came to a dead stop, sensing dozens of weak key signatures in the area. A distant sound cut through the silence, muffled screams, the thud of blows, and the echo of a menacing voice. The group hid behind the ruined walls. What they saw turned Halira's blood cold. A group of Torian warriors, their gazes empty and rigid, were violently subduing other inhabitants. Master Gravek will lead us to a new dawn. The weak have no place in the new world. The faces of the prisoners reflected the horror of being attacked by their own people. The contrast between that terror and the empty stares of the controlled ones was a devastating sight. Halira pressed a hand to her chest, holding her breath. Milana, Roussel, Gavir, she whispered bitterly, recognizing her former comrades among the oppressors. Just what I feared. She clenched her fists, her voice breaking with suppressed rage. Gravek must pay for this! Piccolo pointed upward. A small red device floated above the scene, absorbing a faint glow every time someone screamed. That device, it seems to react to their screams. Trunks looked up at the object. That material, it's the same as the ships. Piccolo nodded. Those missing pieces? They must be these devices. We can't just stand here and watch, Halira said. And before Piccolo could stop her, Halira lunged forward with a cry of fury. Enough! She furiously struck the torso of one of the controlled warriors, knocking him down instantly. The others raised their heads and turned toward her. Damn it, Halira! Piccolo bellowed, jumping from his hiding spot. She's blown our cover! Trunks and Goten emerged behind him. left with no choice. The controlled Torians adopted combat stances, while the prisoners fled in terror as soon as they had the chance. "Damn it! I didn't want it to start like this," Trunks said through gritted teeth. "Well, there's no turning back now," Goten replied. Piccolo stopped them with a gesture, his expression grave. "Pull your punches. Don't kill them. They are still her compatriots, and our only lead to understanding what is happening on this world." The mind-controlled warriors attacked in formation. The air filled with cold, violent auras. The first to attack was Halira's childhood friend, who lunged with a flurry of straight punches. She blocked instinctively, but her voice trembled. "Milana, it's me! Wake up!" Her rival responded with a brutal knee strike that forced her back. "Your past is your weakness. The Master has set us free." Another of the controlled warriors, Gavir, lunged at Goten with a barrage of fast punches. Goten dodged with ease, spinning through the attacks with boyish flair. "Hey, this guy's got good reflexes," Goten commented, analyzing the movements as he continued to dodge. "Focus, Goten! Let your guard down and you're toast! Or do you want my dad laughing at us for losing to these puppets?" Trunks yelled to him from the other side, blocking a blow. "I am focused. I'm just saying that for a puppet he isn't half bad," Goten replied, before knocking out his adversary with a quick blow to the back of the neck. "There, see?" The battle became more frantic. The controlled warriors attacked in groups, firing ki blasts that exploded in the river. Several fishing boats crashed into one another, rocked by the waves churned up by their impacts. "Right, it's time to end this." With surgical precision, Piccolo faced 3 of the enemies at once, dodging their attacks and taking them down with sharp strikes to key points. One by one, all the controlled Torians fell unconscious. Meanwhile, Halira continued fighting desperately against Milana, who attacked her with blind rage. With power similar to her own, she could barely contain her while tears ran down her face. "Remember the fountain in the square? We used to play there as girls. I know you're still in there." The response was a direct blast to the gut. Trunks appeared just in time and deflected it. "Focus! If you hesitate, they're going to tear you apart. Trust us!" Trunks landed a sharp chop to the back of Milana's neck. Halira's friend fell to the ground, her unconscious face regaining its calm. A few meters away, Gavir, the first to fall, began to regain consciousness. Still dazed and not understanding the battle in the sky, he saw his friend, and his face lit up. "Halira!" he called out to her, raising a hand in greeting. Halira's eyes snapped wide upon seeing Gavir's expression. The revelation struck her like a bolt of lightning. "Wait! Did you see that?" Halira exclaimed, surprised. "When they're knocked out, the control is broken!" "You're right. Then we just have to knock them out," Trunks replied. "We must knock them all out before Gravek arrives," Piccolo ordered. The 4 of them lunged back into the action. Trunks slid between 2 adversaries, spinning in the air and taking them down with a double kick. Goten jumped over a group, dodging their blasts and accurately striking the backs of their necks, one after another. Piccolo combined speed and strength into devastating attacks, his battle cries thundering in the midst of the fight. And Halira, channeling her pain into every blow, freed her compatriots one by one. In a matter of minutes, the controlled warriors lay unconscious on the ground, free from Gravek's influence. Silence fell over the city once more, broken only by the crackling of flames in the nearby buildings. Halira knelt beside Milana, who was slowly opening her eyes. "Halira? What happened?" "I don't remember anything." Halira hugged her through tears. "You're safe now." Piccolo observed the scene calmly. "That settles it. Beating them is how we break the control. But the worst is still to come." He paused. "By the way, those red devices, Do you know what they are? Milana blinked, still disoriented. They arrived with Gravek's troops. Every time someone screamed, they glowed brighter. It felt as if the air itself grew heavy, Ruizel said, his voice trembling. I'm sure those machines collect people's fear. Trunks looked toward the sky, where several devices were still vibrating faintly. So, is that why they invaded Toria? To harvest energy from your despair? In that instant, a tremor shook the city. A massive key was approaching, accompanied by others that were smaller, but equally dark and strange. Gotten looked up. No way. That power... Trunks tightened his jaw. Yeah, no doubt about it. It's him. The true threat to Toria was approaching.